a little bit tighter. I thought that there were stretches again that we were good, but at home this team doesn't have a sense of taking somebody by the throat and ending it. We had, even in the first half, we had an opportunity to be up, 13-15 at half, and it's 7. And you have an opportunity in the second half, you get up 10, you have 2 or 3, chances. We settle for threes instead of just attacking the basket, which this team does so well. I think sometimes what happens with teams is when you make threes early, you settle for threes late. I think that happened to this team. We hit I think 6 out of our first 8 threes maybe, and ended up 10 for 23. And it can be a curse sometimes to get those first ones down. Except for Dang, he's going to shoot them. That's what he does. But he's only the second half. We're 2 for 7 from 3, and he makes the only 2. So. But with that being said, this team hasn't been in a lot of close games like that. I mean, we've, and I was proud of the fact that they didn't panic. They got the stop at the end. James did a great job. Then, I thought Mike had a crease to go, but I really emphasized at the timeout, the ball can't be enough time to go to the other end. You want, the worst case scenario at home is you want overtime. And I said it has to be under like 7 seconds, before we go. And I think he looked up. I think he maybe peeked at the clock, and it was at about 9 when he had a crease. But then pulled it out. And Tony said a good on ball, and he had a couple other options off of that. But the first option was for him to get a paint touch, and he did it, and he made a big shot.
Coach, I thought maybe since points in the paint were bound to be at a premium in this game because of their front line, that you might have kind of had the plan of attack of maybe going more toward the outside. And the three-pointers are kind of what won the game for you.
Yeah, they did, but really to start the game, we opened up the threes because we attacked inside, and we just didn't. We attacked inside and we made bad judgment when we got in there. Dan tried to shoot through 3 guys one time. Keala tried it. And Tony tried it, but Joaquin got 2 fouls early. All 3 of their big kids did. Fotu got 2 early, and 13 had Rositas had 3 fouls at half. So part of that, attacking work, and then it did open up for the threes. The second half, we really struggled getting the ball inside, especially to start the second half. We got it at the end there, but we didn't make the free throws.
Do you think sorry, go ahead.
Do you think your players played with better urgency today?
Yeah. I mean, we're on the verge of, and this team was at, Northridge wasn't at full strength. This team was at full strength. This is a good basketball team. It's the 17th best rebounding team in America, and for most of the game we were out rebounding them. It ended up 6, but. They had, they wore us down a little bit, but I mean, again, I thought we battled, and we weren't sharp enough when we had an opportunity to go out and win it, and also, we got in the second half we got a couple kids get frustrated, and you just can't play frustrated. You just have to move on to the next play and let it go. They made a couple mistakes, or their teammate missed them or whatever, and you got to let it go. And this team, again, is only 2 weeks with everybody together, growing into those roles and understanding what's going on.